Welcome back. Our sponsors at Horizon Health Services want to make it easy for our whole community to get the mental health help they need. And I'm joined now by Jen and Nicole to tell us more about their programs. Welcome, ladies. Thanks for joining me.
Thanks for having us.
Of course. Now, you at Horizon Health provide a lot of assistance for both substance and mental health. So can you tell us about why addiction medicine is so vital in our community and why it's important to have quick access?
Absolutely. So addiction medicine for many people is a vital component of their recovery plan. Addiction medicine helps to address the biological aspects of addiction. So it can help people with cravings, withdrawal symptoms, and sometimes that's the first step towards making changes.
Very true. What programs does Horizon Health have that provide the services, and what does that program entail?
So all of our clinics in Western New York provide addiction medicine. We do have a unique program at our locations in Niagara Falls, Lockport, and Batavia called MAT Connect. So MAT stands for Medication Assisted Treatment. The program that we have there is grant funded. We were lucky to be awarded a grant to increase our staffing in order to provide quicker access to medication assisted treatment, counseling, peer recovery coach support, also assistance with transportation. And this is all done in a quick phone call to our admissions department.
Well, that's huge. When someone is ready for the help they need, there can be these barriers that people don't even think of, like something as simple as transportation to get them the help they need. So it's great that you guys are providing getting rid of that barrier. So who would benefit from this program?
So this program is best for anyone living in Niagara or Genesee counties, close to these locations, and it's somebody who is 18 years or older who's struggling with opiate use. And they would call and they'd be able to link for an appointment with medication-assisted treatment and appointment with a counselor.
Now, you guys have a lot of services at Horizon Health, but how does this one in particular vary or differ from some of the other services that you have to offer?
This program really allows us to give patients really quick access to some of those life-saving interventions. So, like Jen mentioned, the medicated assisted treatment and getting scheduled right away for that. Also providing Narcan training to patients and their family and loved ones, test strips, things like that that can help keep them safe. In addition, we provide so much kind of wraparound support during what can be sometimes a really scary and difficult process for patients. So we offer the counseling and peer support recovery services, a lot of family support services and interventions, psych services and linkage for psych services and medications, access to our substance use IOP or intensive outpatient programming. So really a lot of things, and like Jen mentioned, the transportation piece too can be a really a barrier for people, especially in some of those rural areas in Genesee and Niagara County. So getting them that access to get there without having to stress about that part.
You said something that was pretty vital to me, and for people that are struggling with addiction that are fortunate enough to have their family, providing the family with services and aid and counseling and figuring out how the family can support, because if you do have someone, a family member that is struggling, it can mean the whole family is affected. So how do you guys support the entire family through this process?
Yeah, so we look for people that are willing to be engaged in that supportive process with the patient as well. A healthy support, it doesn't necessarily have to be a family member. It can be any loved one or somebody who's invested in that person's recovery process, allowing them to come in for family sessions, get their additional support as well too. We have something called craft services, which are available for family members to really help get some of that education around what the symptoms are, how to help support in those symptoms and recovery process. So yeah.
Does someone need to be ready or willing to stop using all substances in order to be eligible for this program?
We really meet them where they're at. So not every patient comes in, ready to hit the ground running with their recovery, and so that's okay. Wherever you're at, whatever stage of change you're at, we will meet you there and provide whatever support we can in that moment.
That's very important too. The recovery process looks different for everyone, right? And if there are people that would like to get there but are just not quite there yet, it's important that we're providing help for them too.
Absolutely. We really want to reinforce that at Horizon we do provide a harm reduction approach to substance use treatment and meet people where they're at without leaving them there at any stage of change.
How can someone connect to this program?
Simply by calling our patient engagement team. So we have a great patient engagement team at Horizon that's available. You can call the phone number 716-831-1800, and they will get you started and get you scheduled with an initial appointment and a MAT initial appointment for medicated assisted treatment.
Well, ladies, thank you so much for coming in and sharing more about what Horizon Health is doing in our community. We've had this continued series, and we've talked about different things from mental health to certain things like marijuana use and teens and youth, and talking about addiction is very important because we know, unfortunately, it has been on the rise in our community. So it is important to let people know that there is support and resources out there for them, and it seems like you guys are providing that.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Well, if you would like to learn more about all of the resources offered at our sponsors at Horizon Health Services, you can visit their website or call their Patient Experience Center at 716-831-1800. Thanks again for coming in, ladies.
Thank you.